It juts from remnants of the century-old Sunbeam Dam on Idaho's Upper Salmon River, a spine of granite that towers over a legendary fishing hole where, after a long hiatus, fishermen are perched again.
It's a religious experience to me.
Yeah. Tell me why.
No, just to be here, It is a big damn deal.
After all, 30 years have passed since the Upper River had its last Chinook salmon season. Back then, flimsy plank walkways lined Sunbeam Rock, like a cobbled monument to the extremes anglers were willing to go in order to hook a mighty Chinook, whose numbers were dwindling. In the late 1970s, the annual season was canceled, and Sunbeam Rock fell silent, a devastating loss for Idaho. For Jeff Thomason, it was personal.
I was raised here at Sunbeam, and the reason my family sold it is because the run was over.
He's talking about the store, standing empty and closed just across the highway.
It's just so important to all the local businesses and stuff up and down the river. And I'm not the only one that feels that way. There are a really lot of people that really are taken by this season.
Ted Rosn is certainly taken.
So it's pretty exciting to think back about that and then come up here and do this. It's just great.
He was here in the late 70s. Now he's back cleaning a Chinook, something he's waited 30 years to do.
Oh, it's just great. The fishing game, bringing these fish back, it's been great. Wouldn't miss it.
Oh, it's a tremendous heritage. You know, you look back, you're looking back in people's memory 30 years, but still it's there, and we can rekindle that.
Included in the historical photos of the Upper Salmon fishery are images of excited children straining under the weight of the big fish. Director Gruen hopes 2008 will produce new images and memories.
I'm excited that we can introduce future generations to this unique opportunity. And you think these fish come from the ocean, where they travel to the Upper Salmon. This is exciting. This is history. This is our tradition, and we have to treasure it and value it.
A dozen miles upstream from Sunbeam Rock, those traditions and values are taking hold among anglers of all ages, lining the riverbanks along the final stretch of the Chinook's 900-mile journey back to the Upper Salmon.
It was excellent. It's fun. I've always been told about it, but can't beat that.
Mike Stinson came all the way from Michigan, a trip he says was well worth it.
It was nice for me and my son to come out, and we hooked up a lot.
Back at Sunbeam Rock, they've hooked up too, but this time it is a wild Chinook, one that will be set free. It is way too early to tell whether we'll see a season on the Upper Salmon again next year, but for now at least, a long dormant spark is burning again.
Don't get any better than that. How come? Nothing beats catching salmon.
A spark that can last for decades. For Idaho Fish and Game, I'm Michael Keckler.